How's it going, everyone? Liam Catterson here. This is episode number 24 of Attack on Titan. We are at the penultimate episode of Season 1, and it's going down. It's going to be very, very juicy to see how these two episodes do conclude Season 1. I'm going to try and get episode 25 done potentially today, if not sometime definitely later this week, because the CW shows are not on, so that leaves a lot more time for me to do other stuff, like edit a few more videos for me to get ahead of myself and potentially film Attack on Titan's finale later in the week, if not today. So next Sunday, because I usually record Attack on Titan on Sundays, I can begin Season 2. So yes, but what is guaranteed is I'm really excited to see how things do proceed with now the female Titan revealed to be Annie, and she's emerged in the Stohess area. We can't afford to have history repeat itself, because of course we failed last time, and with 2 episodes left to go, we want to go out with a bang. We want to go out with a win. So taking care of the female Titan should do the job, especially since we're in a more enclosed environment, because last time it was basically a bit more of an open world for the Survey Corps. This time, a lot more civilians, those who are not prepared for this lifestyle, are at stake. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what does happen in the penultimate episode and the final episode. With that said, let's get into Attack on Titan. This is episode number 24. Let's go. I don't know, everyone's like me, kind of awkward. Can't... Exactly. So are they? So they must. Yeah, they must not have the government's authorization, which is going to make things even worse. Like, for better or for worse. Ooh, that perspective shot. He is like, oh no, wait. Oh. Shit. Plan B, it's oh! Jesus! I was gonna say it's like Ferrari all of a sudden with the F1. Plan B, we're on Plan B. Yeah, exactly. That's what she was talking about. It's my bet. What the sh... Yeah, but he has a goal. Stop Annie, right? You know, if he's gonna keep doing that, he's gonna eat himself, so... Yeah, Mikasa is trying to say, you have to stop her. After all the damage she's done. Mikasa's basically the fans. It's a leap of faith at this point. Oh! do you think... So, was this potentially hesitation the reason Eren was able to be easily defeated? They have to try something. Okay, please don't die, Mikasa. Please. Because my heart will be shattered. I think she has some kind of reservations with Armin. Come on, girl. Jesus, no! Oh, but there is. I love him. I love John. Completely out the loop. Boy, you better put that gun down. But... Savage! He's come a long way, Jean. Weaken that biatch. I love him. I love Jean so much. Jesus Christ. You have to sacrifice those feelings. No one Armin. Good? Okay, good, good. Okay, let's hope she doesn't have the capacity to scream. Like it busted her vocals, I don't know. Jesus, she's batshit insane. Fuck. Plan D. This is legit Ferrari strategy. She said, my buddy! Oh my god, yes, that song is just... Woo! Yes, come on my boy! Kick her ass! Well, I'm really excited to be checking out the final episode. Big time. Yeah, that was an impressive way to follow up Annie's transformation, in my opinion, with Eren struggling still. And then to close off in the final moments, Eren finally becomes the Titan, and now we have the final episode where they're going to trade off, and hopefully Annie gets defeated, and Yeah, this was really, really something. I was really pleased with the direction this episode went with all the areas, like even the military police side, where um they accused what Irwin was doing was treasonous. Which you can understand. You can't fault them for jumping to that statement, but it's like, bitch, move out the way. We've got a Titan problem to take care of. It's impossible that they have approached Wolsinner, yes, but it's happened. But then again, nothing is impossible. That's what I always say. So, yeah, it's a good job that she's far away to not call for any reinforcements at sea. Well, she was far away when she was trapped, thanks to Hanji and co. To not call any of the Titans over, because this is what I'm talking about at the beginning of the episode with the female Titan. You want to defeat her and not let her off the hook again, like last time. I mean, you can kind of consider her defeated in a sense with the last time, because her objective was to get Eren, which she did, but then Levi took him away, and she was and she was quite defeated. She even cried for a Titan, which was very, very abnormal. So you can consider that defeated, but you get the idea. Like for the Survey Corps, the plus that they could come back with was Eren. That his survival was basically their saving grace. Otherwise, it was a complete shit show. Both sides were defeated, in my opinion, but they want to make sure that the female Titan is no longer a problem again. So hopefully that is going to be the case by the time next episode is resolved. And now that Eren is now in his Titan form, it should be good, because of course we saw in the episode that he was unable to transform again, and even though like a few episodes ago it was stated that you have to have an objective to make sure that you could turn into a Titan rather than just free will, they added layers onto this whole scenario with the fact that Eren had some kind of reservations. There was that complication about facing Arnie because he was in such disbelief and he didn't want to do this, but he had to at the end of the day. It was all going to what Armin said. You have to throw aside your humanity because those who sacrifice their humanity, they get the people like Pixis, people like when they get the job done. So and you have to, like, you might have some reservations. There seems to be teasing something like he might have more than just feelings like, oh, me and her we got on like early season 1, like as if he does have some kind of attraction. Wonder why? Is it the Titan? No, I'm kidding. But either way, there was that complication of him being able to turn into a Titan because of his feelings for Arnie and Armin said that you have to toss away those feelings and toss away those feelings. He did. So yeah, I really, really just enjoyed how this episode went by. You do feel so bad for Eren though. Like, he was crushed under the rubble after the female Titan attacked once Mikasa and Armin had to part ways. I didn't like that like tease about, okay, well, one of you could die. Because with this show, it's very, very unpredictable. Like, you thought that in episode 5 that Eren was done and dusted, and he did come back, but at the time you were just thinking, okay, well they could still spin this direction in that way of unpredictability. So yeah, I just loved how things went by with Jean as well, like him reflecting of his original choices, and it's that kind of relief that, okay, well, I'm glad that I have developed in terms of character. And not just that though, but him encouraging Eren to get up and fight, saying, I put all of my trust in you, so get up and win, Eren. And then he mentioned Marco again. I gotta say, I am really loving how much of an important... Like, I mentioned this in episode 16, I think it was, when Marco was very, very influential to Jean's decision to leave, to abandon his plan to join the military police and go to the Survey Corps. But even today, like, he's still very, very influential. So I'm really loving his influence after death, and how important he plays. Like, not just in, like, how much this is hurting Jean, but also, like, in terms of the narrative as well. Like, Arnie is seemingly responsible for Marco's death. So, yeah. We got a bit of explanation as well to how Erin, Mikasa, and Armin awaited Arnie and tried to lure her under the ground, so her transforming would put her in a bit of a vulnerable position. With them going behind, basically, the plans for Erin, like, they were basically betraying the government, yes, and this is the thing, though. They had to. It was basically do or die, because they reached a sufficient conclusion with their assumptions on who the female Titan was. But even then, there was some, like, doubts. Like, well, we've seen her face. We don't have 100% confidence that Annie is the female Titan, but I can't see anyone else being the female Titan but Arnie, with what we've gathered during this expedition. So yeah, and you have that, like, reminder about, like, you don't know what the future could be like. Like, they can't take that risk any further, and they have to act out, and if they get it wrong, they get it wrong. You have people like Armin saying, I'll feel bad, but that's part of the course, isn't it? And then you have the case of Erin apologizing for his failures, Levi saying that don't know what the future's going to be like, and that's the case here. Like, you're 99.9% certain that there's nobody else but Arnie. So you have to act out. You have to take these precautions, and the only thing you can do is basically apologize, like Armin said. Like, he's gonna feel bad if we muck this up, and the only thing you can do is basically apologize. And we all make mistakes at the end of the day. So, yeah, I'm really excited to see how things do go down with this, hopefully, final showdown between the female Titan and Erin, because Erin needs a bit of a win. And I am wondering, like, because it is like he sensed that Arnie was the female Titan, but it was in complete denial. So it might add layers to why he kind of faltered when Arnie knocked his block off. In, I think it was episode 21. It was that hesitation. He was very, very distracted at the fact, like, no, that's impossible. She can't be the female Titan. And that's where she got him in his court. So, yeah, I'm really loving how, like, these kind of explanation adds layers to potential actions. Like, Erin's feelings for Arnie made sure that even though he had a goal, he couldn't turn into a Titan, and potentially, though, that realization that Arnie was the female Titan kind of struck Erin, and that was that meant defeat for the Titan off for Erin. So yeah, I'm really loving how these actions do kind of add on to already established pieces, like, coherently. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed how this episode went by. Levi was absolutely brutal as well to Niall, I think he was, yeah, who was like having a gun pointed at Erwin's face. But yeah, I'm really excited to see how the final episode does go down. It's going to be really exciting now that Erin is in his Titan form again. So, rematch. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check the videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!